What's up, guys? Wall J here, and I'm here with my co-host,
Art of War.
who's not annoyed today.
And across the table there, I got Matador Roja.
Welcome back.
The real name, Sheriano.
Boo!
Right across the boards there, we got Producer Chris. Hey, Producer Chris, how you doing?
Doing good. How's it going?
Excellent work, man. You know, just living a vida loca.
Sure, where you been?
Busy.
Busy doing what?
Finding new
Do
friends.
it as you want.
He's
I had my kids, and I had to pick up my kids.
I gotta get better friends.
Gotta get better friends. You guys are assholes.
I did
You
a
guys
5K
suck.
last weekend.
That's why you were not here.
How'd your 5K go?
Oh, good.
She ran it in 3 days.
Almost.
Okay. Hey, you know what?
I
You
finished.
started,
I
you
wasn't
finished.
last.
Hey.
If you ain't first, you're last.
So technically, you
I don't
were
care.
last.
I didn't train for it, so I'm happy with my results.
Yeah, see, that's something a fat guy can never say. We can never go, hey, we ran a 5K. We did train for it, but we did it. No, you'll never hear us say that.
You're like, I trained for it and I still died. I'm not running for another lifetime.
Nope.
I'll tell you somebody who will never run.
That would be a Wallow J.
No, I run.
Do you?
Yeah, hell yeah. This dude right
I
here.
don't.
Do you just not like road work?
No, it has nothing to do with road work.
It's his knees.
I had a bunch of meniscus sticking out of my knees.
Mm.
So the padding in between the bones just isn't there. So when I talked to the doctor, you know, they kind of explained to me like, listen, man, because of the surgery, just know that there's two things that you're probably not going to be able to do anymore. And it's running is one of them, serious running, and jumping on the stuff. It's like avoid those two things because that's what's going to put the most wear on the meniscus you have left. Unless you want total knee replacements at like 50, 55, you know, you probably should just be.
Could you do box jumps?
I can do box jumps, but coming back down.
Coming back down would be
very
hurt.
careful.
Yeah.
Gotta be very careful. So like if I was on like, let's say I was up on like a jujitsu mat and doing jumps on top of a soft pad and jumps back down onto a soft pad.
That would be tolerable.
Better.
But it's
That would
still
be better.
impactful. I mean,
Yeah.
It's
that's
still
why.
impactful. Yeah. But it's definitely a lot better. So it's like basically the soft pad is the cushion versus the cushion in my knees. You know, you get what I'm saying? So just certain things I just avoid now, man. I avoid running. There's no reason for me to run. Why do I got to run? I got a bike. I got a car.
You can still get the same cardio on an elliptical without the impact.
And to be
All
honest,
right, Bert Kreischer.
And to be
No,
honest,
I'm just saying.
It's not the same.
Well, it's not the same, but
I've
it's better
literally
than nothing.
never liked to run anyways, and I prefer to do conditioning in a totally different way than just monotonous.
I mean, I'm not a runner, but I had fun. My kids did it with me, and then we did it with some friends and their kids. And so one of their girls fell back like halfway into the race. So we did intervals for the rest of the way, really, walking and running. And then I was like, I don't need to run. I can choke people. And so she does jujitsu too. So she's like, yeah. She didn't want to run either.
Well, Amanda, that's funny too, because Amanda started running again this week. We started just talking about, you know, her number. She's not happy where her number is and stuff like that. So she was like,
What number's that?
Don't ask that.
yeah, don't ask that.
Well,
Just her number.
Talking about her weight?
Yeah.
Okay. Just then say weight. I don't know what
But
the
you
fuck
can't,
number you were talking about.
me and you we could be like, hey, you know, I'm weighing fucking 257. I feel like a fat ass. You can't.
When he said number, he didn't know if you're talking about her age,
Yeah.
number,
No.
weight,
running.
I
Ain't gonna
thought
do
you were
shit
talking
for
about
age.
like her time.
Sherry knew
Yeah.
exactly what
Could be
I
time.
Well, she's a fat ass.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Hey, I got my body fat percentage yesterday, so fuck you.
Yeah, how old is your body fat?
Oh, it's really high.
Don't ask that one.
Is it over 16?
He said
It's over
diabetes.
30.
That's not true.
They said 36.
No,
and that's
do they do it through calipers or they do it through the tape bullshit?
the that hand thing.
Yeah,
plus
that doesn't. Don't believe that. That shit's
But I would
false.
get the same thing at my same body
30.
weight right now and same pretty much dimensions and everything. I would get 35% in the army, and I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, no, it's bullshit. That's bullshit. You need to go either get bod potted or dunked.
God, I wonder what my perspective.
Or at least-
I don't know if
30.
you could fit in a
What-
bod
what-
pod.
what?
At least a caliper.
What do you mean potted? What?
Bod
It's an egg.
It's
Like
an egg that you go into, and the way that they do the compression or whatever, it tells you exactly your bone mass, muscle mass, how much fat
Organ
you have,
fat.
organ fat. It
Like,
tells you
it's
everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Sounds
Do
like
they
we're
have
gonna
one
have
of
to
these?
get like a dozen eggs.
Do they have one of these?
I went to one in Gainesville. I don't know if
You're
they...
kind of big, but you're weird.
The colleges
big. You're
have
not like
them.
fat, obese. Big.
I wasn't talking about me. I was talking about her. I was making
her?
a joke about her, not me.
that
I
she
know
would
I'm
need a-
fat
She would need a dozen eggs.
to get her weighed in.
It's just fucked up. Man. Sherry, you look fine. You're fine. And you're not 30%. I guess.
I'm just glad she doesn't have her gun with her.
Right.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Shit.
That's the thing about a concealed carry is that it's
You never
concealed.
know.
You don't know.
It's like, it's okay. I could go in Chris's closet right there real quick.
So can I.
No, that's what I'm saying. That you could go in there.
Yeah.
You're close. You're
you
close.
you could have your pick. You could, if you want to put a big hole, small hole,
A lot of holes.
I'll let
holes, multiple holes without having to reload. It's all whatever you want in there.
So what's going on with you, man? You sound
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I guess you were sick. You had the hip,
Yeah, dude. I was dying.
the butt hips.
What happened is, so I was having issues breathing, man. Well, first off, sickness is going around everywhere, right?
And it's not because you're fat.
Huh?
And it's not because you're fat.
Fat?
Yeah, you say you couldn't breathe. You have a problem.
No, yeah, I wasn't having issues breathing because I was heavier set. So I was having issues breathing for like a week or two. You know what I mean? I did have some sick kids in my school, training and stuff like that.
I'll tell you before you continue, parents, if you have sick kids, leave them at home.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
And
Free advice.
And they do that now for sure. I had to put it out there a little bit, and I think they understood. Like I was like, hey man, you're getting everybody else sick. So I mean that happened, and it's typical, it's normal. Kids get sick and stuff like that. But anyways, I was good to go for a good while, man, and that's still kind of like having little breathing issues. So it wasn't like full fledged like I can't breathe or I can't do any of that stuff. But man, lingering for like 2 weeks. Finally see the doctor because I was insensitive just to cold and heat, any temperature change or wind blowing across my face, can breathe. It felt like almost like I was the beginnings of pneumonia again. Remember when I had that, Chris? I almost had pneumonia. Chris had to come by and bring me food for like 2 weeks, dude. I was dying. Anyways, so I go to see the doctor and he's like, you got bronchitis, dude. He's like, named off all the symptoms. Like, yeah, that's exactly what I got. Cough, cough, cough. And he's like, all right, we'll give you a steroid shot. We'll give you a Medrol dose pack. And, here's some, cough syrup. It had codeine in it, by the way.
Oh, you got the good stuff.
I got the good shit, some syrup.
You can start making some lean.
So yeah, apparently you can make some lean with it. But I took it and it seemed to help. It helped for like a week, man, but still wasn't quite kicking it. But anyways, so I started antibiotics. Z-Pack, I'm sure everybody's heard of it. And, it fucks with your stomach, man. It jacks your stomach up so bad. Matter of fact, sorry, Chris.
Yeah, it's all right.
Sorry about it.
That's why that door's closed. It'll
Had to
stay
get some
closed.
resting beforehand.
Yep.
Take it there. But after I'm done with all the antibiotics, I got like 4 more days left. Going to drink some kombucha.
Yep. Get you some kombucha,
Some probiotics.
sauerkraut.
Get my gut health back together.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you were to be tested right now, would you pass a USADA test?
Absolutely not.
Probably not. I have codeine in me, and I have
How many
steroids in-
picograms will they find in your
I'd have all the grams. I'd have all the grams.
All of them.
All the grams.
Guys, so this week it has been just like a complete shit show.
For the UFC. Well,
the
not
UFC.
just for the UFC, but the whole government. The
Everything.
whole United States has been a big shit show this last couple of weeks, right, guys? Let's go on to the UFC. Sorry.
No, let's go with the government first. Go ahead.
So the government's been shut down. Mofos ain't getting paid. Sherry's talking about her Coast Guard friends are talking about, if you guys need money, y'all gonna need to get a second job. And what's funny is like when I had joined the military, they told me, they're like, hey, if the government does shut down, and they explain it, you still got to come to work. You still got to do all the same stuff.
Oh, so you still got to come in.
You still got to come in. You can't, you sign a contract, whether you get paid or not. You still got to come in. You still got to work. You don't get a choice. You're not a part of that democracy.
In the past, though, they have given back pay.
Sounds like you're a
Well, yeah, they have to give you back pay.
They don't have to.
They don't have to, but typically they
But they do.
Yeah.
This one's a little bit more
Okay, so
questionable.
what's causing the shutdown?
Apparently Trump wants to allocate funds from the federal government to build this wall, or at least put towards it. And everybody else was like, nope, we're not doing that. And so he was like, all right.
Throwing his little titty tantrum.
And he's like, well, the government shut down. I don't know if he's government shut down or they shut it down. I'm not sure exactly the details because I didn't really look into it. I just got the brief synopsis. Actually, today. No bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? Our government shut down? No one ever got paid yet. What the fuck? But it is what it is.
Chris,
So,
what have you been able to look up in your 4chan and all those sites that you follow?
About what? The shutdown?
About this, yeah.
what's the dark
not
web
much.
say?
Not much about the shutdown. Really.
What are your thoughts on it?
I don't like it, but it's one of those necessary evils. It's a bargain. Everything's a bargaining tool. You have to come to the table and make concessions. And
But is it worth shutting down the government just because you're not getting your money for the wall?
Is it him that's shutting it down, or are they just
It's him that's shutting it down.
Well, he's just said, he goes, look, you know, put this in the bill. This needs to be in the bill, or we shut down. And they're going, no, we're not putting that in the bill. And he goes, okay, fine, and we're shutting down. So,
is he getting paid?
probably
No,
not.
he hasn't been taking pay since he's been in office.
Yeah.
I kind of
now-
question that because that dude won't even let people see his tax return. So how do we really know he's not getting?
Well, because
a dime?
the last two, because I think he gets paid quarterly, and the last 2 quarters he's donated them. One,
you
the
know
last
that
time-
you've seen it, like
Well, no, I
he
mean,
says,
I'm
or
not
someone
personal friends
says.
with him.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying,
sit next to him.
I question a lot of
Chris,
shit that's going on
I
up
will
there.
show you my tax returns.
Hey, you know, from what I've looked at, for what he's asking for the wall, it's a, you know, $5 bill. It's nothing.
It's nothing.
Nothing.
I don't feel it is.
$5 billion. Yeah.
That's a lot
That
of
can
money.
do a lot for.
It could do a lot, but it also, when you look at the other numbers, that, you know,
When you
because the
start
whole
talking about trillions and shit like that.
well, because
that's
the whole thing is
like-
about illegal immigration, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, from what I've looked at, what I've read, the illegal immigration costs the U.S. annually $122 billion.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money annually.
Mhm.
So he's asking for $5 billion to curb $122 billion cost.
Is this like a study that was done?
Is it just because people are crossing the border?
You have to
Because-
think,
If
because
they cross
just,
the border, we have a
we have to
process that we
pay
put them
for
through.
it.
And
No, I
it's-
know that.
we have to
But
pay
I'm
for
saying-
the education. We have to pay for the
I'm saying,
medical
is
expense.
the immigration
everything.
just for the people that cross the border? Because that's going to stop it?
Well,
Or
I'm
is
sure
it-
there's people that come here in the
Well, that's-
plane and don't leave.
That's
Well, there's
a
a
huge
difference.
part of
He's
it.
just saying that it's to curb it, not to
Yeah.
stop it. There's
No.
nothing that's going to stop anybody who wants to do something illegal. It's like people are like, take all the guns away. That'll stop the criminals. I'm like,
Yeah, they
No,
do that.
because there's no knives.
Well, they do that in
Okay.
Europe. They
Okay.
they've had, I think the last 3 years, they've had what America would consider 2 or 3 mass shootings over there. Australia just had one, and they've had guns banned for fucking decades, and they just had a mass shooting over there. So, but it's just, you know, it's one of those things. Everybody gets it all twisted. Oh, you don't want immigrants. Da, da, da. No, I have no problem with immigrants.
You see the number. If you have an opinion, please feel free to call.
Because then, like, there was just out west, there was a cop who was just killed by an illegal immigrant.
Right.
The cop that was killed was an immigrant, came over legally, did the paperwork, did all like that, followed his dream, became a police officer, and was then gunned down by an illegal immigrant. So it's like,
So
it's
people
going
are
to become.
saying build the wall, but yet Americans get killed by Americans all the time.
yeah, I was
But
just-
I just
well,
don't
sure.
understand why. I mean, okay, so someone gets raped
Okay.
by a U.S. born citizen,
Mhm.
and it doesn't matter as much as if she was raped by an immigrant.
By whose standards?
Anybody, it seems like these days, like
I
it-
would, to me,
someone
I'd group it
raises
in the
more
same.
shit over an illegal immigrant than they do over the same shit, same situation from an American born
No.
person.
I think you're using a broad brush.
I'm just
I think
calling what I see. I mean, that's my
Well,
experience.
I think you're seeing through a broad brush. Then
Mm,
you're painting a lot. You're painting a lot. Don't paint.
there's just a lot
Well,
of people
it's-
bitching
well, sure.
about illegal
it
immigrants.
seems like they're using
versus-
this shit for an agenda anyway.
But the thing
It's
is
a human
okay.
problem. It's not an immigration
Okay,
problem.
so a lot of people are complaining. Who, like, everywhere you see people are
I mean, I've got
complaining.
over 4,000 Facebook friends, so I see
That's-
a lot of complaining.
That's your fault. You
been
honestly know
dwindling it.
4,000 people?
No.
Yeah. You
I've been
know.
dwindling it slowly on their birthdays.
Yeah, nah. I have,
like, I don't really know you. Like,
I think I have
Like-
less, I hover right around 100 because I have only people I know. I don't give a fuck about people I don't know.
sure, how many people do I have?
You know, for you guys, it may be, you know, I'm not into social media like that. I don't give a shit.
Mine's been like that for too long because of whole.
Yeah,
He was
no.
on a jujitsu
Mine's only a
interview,
little over
and all of a
1,000,
sudden I got
but that's because of jujitsu.
yeah.
Yeah, see, nah. That's what I use Instagram for. If I want to follow people that I don't know or don't care about, that's Instagram. I'll follow them on Instagram. Facebook is people that I talk to, socialize with.
I didn't even know I had 1,000 people on Facebook, to be honest, man.
I don't care.
Like, I thought it was
Yeah.
only 100 or 200, but apparently it's more. I don't know.
I had
It's
I had
literally
the
only
limit. I
jujitsu
had
people.
5,000 plus a shit ton of
That's
requests.
fucking crazy.
So that was it. Happened in 2014. I was on a Jiu-Jitsu Legends interview, and all of a sudden just got bombarded. And I was like, "Oh, this is cool," and I accepted pretty much everybody. And then I was like, "Nope, never mind. Delete." And it
Yeah, no.
takes a while.
I got no use for that. That is not my life. Could care less about that number. That's what I mean. Like the people I've got on my Facebook, if I couldn't hit each one of them up and message them and they know who I am, like off the get, I don't need to be friends with them.
Well, this is the thing too that I learned about social media, and this is actually I've only known this for a year, is that I was using social media completely wrong. I was using it like it was my personal thing.
I don't think
It
that's
is your
wrong.
personal thing.
I don't think it's wrong. I don't.
Listen. You guys aren't letting me finish what I'm saying, so if you don't want to hear what I have to say, you want to just cut me off. Go ahead. You guys ready? Okay.
Are we ready?
So my point is, I was using it wrong for what I needed to use it for. I was using it because I was like, oh, friends, family, blah, blah, cool. And then it was like, you know what? So you put out information about yourself. You're putting out basically just power about yourself. You're just giving it up. And it was kind of explained to me about a year ago. It was like, hey, man, you got to stop thinking about social media now that you're a business owner as like your own personal thing. Think of it as a tool, and you're going to use it as a tool. So the people that you add or the things that you put on there, make sure it benefits you somehow, some way. Don't use it to like brag about something, or don't use it to vent about something, because that doesn't really help your cause. You know what I mean? So you use it definitely differently. You do use it a lot for business stuff when it comes to like the locker room talk. You do use it for like concerns and causes that
Charities
are really,
and donations and
near and dear to you.
And funny stuff.
And funny stuff. But do you see what I'm talking about? You're using it as a tool specifically for that. He using it as a specific tool for his very close friends and family. You used it
the way I want to fucking
the
use
way
it.
you wanted to fucking use it.
Yeah, it's a matter of choice.
But
Yeah.
now at this point in time, you're kind of like seeing it like, hey, I don't really want to use it like that anymore. And now you're starting to dwindle those people down.
I go through phases as far as like what I use it for. Lately, it's been more funny memes, you know, videos, whatever.
I think unfortunately it started out as this is your own space and this is how you can share your things. And it's morphed into something that's not that anymore.
Now it's like, look at me, my life is
Some
so
of
great.
these people,
Or,
Well, it's just
this is what I use to vent everything about.
Yeah, it becomes one of those things where this is, my opinion is so important. Everybody needs to hear it and see it.
Well, I do like, when people post, like for example, let's say there's something going on and somebody makes a comment on it, and, people have a comment or a conversation.
Those are so few and far between.
Yeah. I don't like going into the ones where everybody's just arguing. If they're making, like a point and having a regular conversation, then I'll chime in on something here and there.
Yeah.
But, as far as me getting into social media and, talk about, who sucks, who's great and all that.
Well, people are way more ballsy over social media too.
Yeah. I mean,
if
you're great, then I'll praise you. I'll be like, rock on, do your thing.
Good job.
If it's something, shitty for somebody, it's like, I'm not going to create some negative vibe.
There's been many times I've run big, huge paragraphs of stuff over something I saw. I was like, oh, this is complete bullshit and this is why. And then I finished to write all huge paragraphs. I'm like, if I post, it's just going to create a conversation I don't even want to deal with. And I'm never going to change that person's mind.
I don't even really engage.
So I just delete.
Like that in Facebook.
That's why I don't comment on a lot of stuff.
No reason to.
There's no reason for it.
The people that they're just like sad and angry and just,
I'm not looking to have an argument with people on Facebook or Instagram. If I'm commenting, I'm commenting in a positive manner. I'm not, I'm trying to have
leave a positive footprint of some sort.
Try to have like
supportive, or
instead of like calling people out or trying to talk shit about them over online.
Well, it depends.
Your whole feed, you look down some people's feed, the whole feed is just negativity, like talking shit about this person or that view or this, that, and calling this person out. I'm like, man.
Well, if somebody's calling you out and talking shit about you, sometimes you got to do what you got to do and call them back out.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. that can happen, because I know plenty of good people who somebody might talk shit about them, and then they just go online and say, hey, you talking shit? Let's do this.
What's up, dog? That kind of goes back to what I was saying. It was like they all do it through social media. Like, you just man up, say something directly to their face. That's the deal, man. Like, why you gonna be bitch assness and go on there and be like, hey,
is that Polarbear? You see the number? Give us a call, son. I can't read all those comments, and please don't pull it up because it'll start going with the video.
Audio.
I turn all my volume down because of that.
Yeah, so Polarbear, you got the number there. Give us a holla.
Do work, son. Do work.
He's probably doing something with his kids, wrestling or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
he's
don't
busy.
give him shit,
Who?
Polarbear. But I spend some time with my kids, and I'm
Oh, you're a loser.
horrible.
His kids still like him though, so I mean that's the thing.
That's true. It was forced interaction.
If you have to force your kids to like you,
Get in the car. We're going for a run.
We're like, what? I don't even want to do
Bitch,
that.
you're gonna like me. I'm your mother.
I don't even like to run.
You can't run ahead. Stay.
Stay here.
No,
I bought you new shoes. You're gonna wear them.
Man, my son took off.
Did he?
He was gone.
He's like, so if I get done quick, I can just sit and wait for you guys.
Yeah,
What's up?
pretty
So
much.
he's gone. Huh?
He was gone.
That's quick. That's all.
And then I'm thinking, man, I hope he's there at the end. Like,
It's
it's gonna take me a while. Like,
come on, Mom.
he had hot
Move
chocolate
your ass.
already. Like, he had already.
He already got it all ready.
He had
for you when
already.
you got there?
No, he had his own.
He didn't get you one.
Nope.
Well, what the fuck?
He could. It was either that or he was going to have to do a 5K and a half because he was going to have to run the
Oh,
5K.
here we go.
Wait. Oh, there it is. Oh, you're up.
What is up, guys? There he is.
Fuckers.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, fucker? Hey, what's up, man? What are you doing?
Shit, man. Trying to play with myself and shit, but you guys.
No, bro, you could have
fucking
waited.
shit. I'm like, oh.
Do we ruin the mood?
You could have waited,
Sorry,
bro.
buddy.
You know?
Well, no. Handle business.
Hey, man, I got. Y'all take priority. I can rub one out later.
He's like, I'll rub it out later.
Now that's
time
a friend,
management.
sir.
There's
That's a
always me time later.
friend. Me time.
So what the fuck were you saying? Though those comments were coming in pretty quick. I couldn't read them.
Oh man, you got to tune your fucking reader up, man.
Bro.
No, I only wrote 2 shit. I was talking shit the first time. I said, hold on, let me get my drink. I'll give you guys a call.
Oh, okay.
The other one, y'all were saying something about talking shit, so I started being a fucking troll. So
Oh, he was calling you out, Wallow.
Okay.
It's fine. Yeah, sometimes you gotta call the person I was calling out.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck all you D-bags.
Yeah, buddy.
Except for me.
Yeah. Except for you,
Yeah.
Sherry.
Especially
Well,
you, Sherry.
shit. Yeah, I got to come up with a special one for Red Sonia over there.
So we were talking a couple of days ago because the whole Jon Jones, this is, Jamie, Polarbear, and I were going back and forth in Facebook. We were having a conversation, not an argument.
A real conversation.
Yeah, a real conversation.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so the whole thing with Jon Jones, the fight gets moved to California, which Andy Foster's the president of the California State Athletic Commission, and you guys had a little experience with Andy Foster.
Yeah, man. Fuck that dude.
So what happened with that dude?
The biggest thing is, this is a personal. I've seen this shit right in front of my face. And we went to a fight in Atlanta, and Rocket was fighting. So me and Lobster took Rocket up to Atlanta. The guy he was fighting was a well-known referee in the Atlanta circuit. So his son was fighting. So we get there, we're going to weigh-ins. Now we've been, you know how Riot is. When we're on fucking weight, you're on weight. If you're not on weight, you usually get your ass kicked, or Jamie's locking you in a fucking sauna.
Yeah, you're gonna make weight, dead or alive.
Literally done. I've watched him fucking lock George,
Yeah, we locked George in.
Paul Reagan in a fucking sauna, and this guy was fucking Reagan was like, "Give him my fucking money, let me out, fuck it." Jamie's like, "Nope."
I was like, what the fuck, George? I made weight. Why can't you make weight? He was dying.
Yeah.
He was dying.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that's a whole nother bucket of worms. But so anyway, so we get up there and Vaughn, like I said, Vaughn was on weight, but just to make sure, we told him go take a light little jog. Well, his guy, the referee's son, who was fighting Rocket, was like fucking 4 pounds over. And you got an hour. I was like, there's no fucking way this guy's gonna cut. It was like 3 pounds and some change. So we're all like, now we're trying to scramble. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Is they just gonna give us the purse? We're talking to Rocket. Are you still wanting to fight him? Figuring out the situation. It wasn't 20 minutes that I looked over and I saw the guy that he was fighting drinking Pedialyte and sucking down fluids. I looked over at Lobster. I said, hey, did he? What the fuck's going on? Did the fight get canceled? Because homeboy's over there fucking sucking down fluids. Jamie looks over and fucking all hell goes up. What the fuck? What? He went straight to fucking Andy. I said, hey, this guy was 4 pounds over. None of us verified any kind of weight. Is the fight not on? He goes, no, he weighed in. He made weight. And I swear to God, you can't make this up. I'm standing right there. I'm looking at him. Jamie's losing his mind. What? He showed us a fucking picture on his phone. Literally turned his phone over, said, look, here it is. There's a scale with the weight perfectly on. I think it was 125 or 130 or something like that, with the fucking scale and the dude's toes. You don't see a full body. You don't see the scale. You can't see shit. We went off. I said, this is a joke, right? This guy goes, do you know who his dad is? Do you know who he is? And literally Jamie busts out, I don't give a fuck if he's Dana fucking White. And the guy, then Andy's like fucking flipping balls. Oh! We're like trying to get Vaughn and getting, acclimated. So he literally took a picture from the guy, and that's what he took as his weigh-in, and he was good.
That is some shady shit.
I swear to God, dude, that alone. Then to make let's throw the cherry on top, the motherfucker's dad, who is basically a conflict of interest, right? Shouldn't have nothing to do. He should be in the stands rooting on his son or wrapping him up being in the back. Not to mention that he's already in cahoots with the whole fucking commission. So this motherfucker, he refs every single fight that night except for Rockets and his sons. But he's over on the backside, outside the cage, sitting there talking to the fucking, the counters and the ref, all the little fucking point people and the judges. I'm telling you, man, this shit is something you would write in a fucking horror story of MMA gone wrong.
So I remember that whole story.
I witnessed it eye for eye, dude, every step of the way. Everything that just spewed out of my mouth, I would fucking put my hand on the Bible and testify to.
I think that's why a lot of people were having an issue with this, with the fight being moved over to California. I mean, supposedly, Rogan will say that Foster's got a good reputation, but, I don't know Rogan. I mean, I like Rogan, but I know Polarbear. I know Jamie. Whose word am I going to take? And other people feel the same way about that guy. He's not as great as people say he is. No,
man. Yep.
So and
like I said, I didn't know the guy thus till then. Now, obviously, Jamie knew him. You know what I mean? Knew of him. I had nothing ever, until I saw him get all fucking bent out of shape because Jamie challenged what he said. He's on weight. Well, hold on. None of our guys witnessed him on the thing. No, we had nobody. They said they had to take him into the bathroom because he had to strip down naked. I said, I don't give a shit what you stripped down. You stripped down underwear. Your underwear was 3.5 fucking pounds. I call bullshit. You know what I mean?
It's heavy underwear.
They were made out of iron. Cast iron.
He had a chastity belt on or some shit. So.
That's craziness.
Yeah, man.
I remember that shit.
And hey, here we go. Here's number 3. Here's strike 3 in the whole situation. So Rocket gets in there and fights his son. Takes him down every fucking round. Takes him down and controls him every single round. The guy never did anything. Now he had some good leg kicks, which was funny as hell because when Rocket's back at the corner, I'm looking at his leg, it's like fucking purple and stuff. I'm like, you all right? Yeah, I'm good. I'm like, you lying motherfucker. He gets up, you see him kind of limping and change his feet, but he was never once taken down. Vaughn took him down every single round and 3 times in one fucking round. They stood up. Vaughn, and we know Vaughn's got hands, you know what I mean? So Vaughn's stinging him left and right. I mean, I wish I could find the fucking video. And you see the video, even the referee, when they called him, and I can't remember if it was a split or unanimous. I almost want to say they called it a unanimous decision.
Yeah.
And even the referee looked over at Vaughn. We all looking like, what the fuck? But we should have known better after the situation already escaled. We shouldn't have even let him fight. Yeah. But we fucking made the trip to Atlanta, a lot of us, a lot of guys nowadays don't really have that mentality. Back then, we just fucking wanted to fight. So it didn't matter if it was this, that, or whatever. We just here to fight. I don't give a fuck about money, fame, records, anything. We're here to fight. So, and that's what it came down to. Kind of, it was stupid. We should have pulled out. Even the guys at the end, when they were talking about what Jamie was going to pull him from the fight, were like, well, I mean, how much more money you want? I'm like, how much more? We want you to fucking go drop the fucking weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Our guy made his weight. He did what he's supposed to do. He's out there fucking doing extra, making sure he was on weight.
As fighters, you guys have 2 jobs: make weight and fight.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And the guy didn't do half of it.
No.
He didn't do it and lost the fucking fight. He should have lost the fight. But because this guy's dad over there in the ear, and the dad, I mean, God bless, dude. I mean, you can't get no more of a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
And like I said, now I that could be just, I mean, in any situation, you're going to be like, the only thing you're going to remember is the bad shit. The guy's he could have done maybe a million good things, but my only experience with him is that situation. And like I said, when I saw his face get like when somebody goes like cock super tier, I am the fucking, he jumped up, and then that's when Jamie went off, and that's why I was trying not to laugh, but I was like, all right, so we're fucking up. We're gonna grab this guy. You got the commissioner? You got him? I'll take out his fucking crony over here, and we'll throw Vaughn on somebody.
Oh, we're gonna fight.
Yeah, it was fucking, it was hilarious.
I got this Joker. So funny, man. It's the truth, though.
Yeah, but so that's my impression of him. And, you never get
a bad taste out of your mouth.
First impression.
Yeah.
Shit.
That was a shitty one for sure. What was he doing?
Garbage, man.
I mean, how long ago was this? Because he's the head of the California Athletic Commission, but he was in Atlanta.
It was very shortly after that. Because I remember, and Jamie probably knows the time directly, because I was like, I remember when Jamie had told me, he goes, look at this bullshit. Look at this bullshit. You remember that fucking douchebag from Atlanta? I'm like, shut up. He's working over in the UFC. He's the head fucking commissioner, blah, 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 on this. I was like, oh, God. Yeah, I don't think I want to be fighting in the UFC now.
Well, at least in the state of California.
I'm not saying, I mean, that sounds good. If they say, hey, Polarbear, we got your contract. I'm like, hey, all right.
You mean I got to train now? Fuck?
You know what I mean? I'm not going to turn down a fight, but
he's like, yeah.
If I got to hold the moral ground, I'll be, fuck that guy. So give me my contract.
He's like, yeah, and it's at 170. You'll be fighting at welterweight.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean he's got to chop both his legs and arms off? Okay. Yeah, he'll make that weight.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and tap out. I ain't making that weight.
Oh shit! No time soon. Shit. Sorry,
it's like,
Derek.
oh yeah, you're debuting against Mark Hunt.
I got you. I can make that. I'll hold the belt in 3 different weight classes, as long as they're all combined.
Mark Hunt. He won't fight for the UFC.
130 to 155, and yeah, we're good.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't think Mark Hunt will be fighting in the UFC.
Well, yeah, he just fought his last fight.
Yeah,
under contract. Yes.
Fucking
he
railed the UFC.
Yeah, I'm about to say he went hard in the paint.
You know what's funny? I haven't seen he hasn't said anything about the Jones situation, because normally he did.
They did. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh,
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, he went hard at him.
Because I know DC was like, he went like super hard on the paint. I was like, oh shit. It's like, dude, you might want to be careful. You might lose your commentating gig if you keep talking shit like that.
No, I don't know. Well, who does he do commentating for?
The UFC.
Yeah, but I thought, is it the post shows, the UFC show?
No, on the pay-per-views.
Oh.
Yeah, he does do that. But Jon Jones, man, is the big douche in this canoe right now.
Yeah.
He's like, I'd smack your girl's ass. There's nothing you can do about it. I was like, what the fuck, Jon Jones? Why are you doing this,
Waterhead
bro?
Is talking about this dumb shit.
You're like, are you coked up again? What's going on here? Why would you say that?
He's a fucking tool. He's a tool.
My thing is, I heard Nowitzki on the Rogan podcast, and all he said, granted, he's the expert, but when it came down to it, what he explained as far as how it was detected is all theory. And he said it was theory because they don't know for sure.
See, when you're talking about percentages that low or quantities that low.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I found. I'm not an expert, nor will I pretend to be an expert. But ever since it came out, I've been trying to find stuff to tell me how long does this metabolite stays in your body. In the first study that I saw, which was the guy from Icarus, Grigory Rodchenkov, I think it said it was 20 days.
Yeah.
After that, there was additional studies done, and the M3 metabolite was bumped up to 50 days max.
Yep.
That it would stay in your body.
And then the M4.
And now the M4 would stay in your body between 11 to 12 months. But Jones didn't pop for the M4. He popped for the M3.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
50 days.
August, he popped positive. There was some trace. Apparently September he also popped. You know, he has some traces. The next 4, negative. The last one in December, the trace is back. How is it back? You know, your theory
That's
that
what they're talking about, the pulsing.
right. The theory that it could be sitting in his fat tissue, in the adipose tissue. So when he starts training, it starts burning fat, and he just gives that pulsating.
Have you seen Jon Jones though?
That's the thing.
Shredded.
Jon Jones has been training for a while.
Shredded.
Way longer than 50 days.
Way longer.
So,
The whole time, I think.
The whole time. So
just over there, just like doing coke and
it's
fucking
just
hookers and
something
sets.
doesn't add up. You know, you pop in August, September, next 4 are negative, and now in December you pop again. You know, you have your short term, your medium term, and your long term.
You mean your cycles?
He took my metabolites, but yeah.
So he popped for the long.
I would love to jump in. Y'all are literally speaking German to me.
Well, we're here to educate you,
like,
my
is it
friend.
in food or something? Maybe it's in food or some shit. I guess.
Yeah, it was in the Chinese food he got. He put dick pills in it.
Shit, man.
Oh, the one thing I did, I read what you were posting, Wallow, and like I said, the biggest key that I got on that whole fucking thing was the other guys that have been punished for this shit, you know, and then all of a sudden this motherfucker can just basically, and then it goes back to that whole, you know, you spank a kid or you threaten a kid, you threaten, never does shit. They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Then it turns into what are they going to do? Fuck this. And I swear to God, that is got to be his mentality, because they're going to let me fight. I'm too much of a, I'll make this. It'd be like McGregor, like him trying to fucking throw off McGregor for some steroid or something. He'll go ramping off about some shit, and next thing you know, he's still fighting. So
McGregor wouldn't do steroids.
It's about who you blow and who you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the thing with Frank Mir and Tom Lawler is that was their first time popping. So with Jones popping the second, third time, they're saying it will be double jeopardy, because they're claiming it's the same, substance from 2017. So they can penalize him, again for the same substance that he got suspended for 15 months.
So you mean then from now on, any fighter that may have got popped in the past for something, as long as they take that again and get popped, then they can go, this is a pulsing effect.
Yes. Because
in my system.
Yeah, it's in my system.
As long as it's the same metabolite.
Yeah.
So
that's another can of worms.
So
opening.
if you pop for, let's say Frank Mir popped for the M3 as well. Mm-hmm. So if he takes Tyranobol now, and
pops for M3.
Pops, down the line, he can those are traces.
Yep.
From back in 2016.
Yep. Jon Jones rule.
Basically.
That's exactly what I would say. It's like, your testers are fucked up, man.
Well,
that's from back
I would use the same theory.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is a pulsing effect. It's a theory. You can't prove it. But
And it's funny because Frank Mir asked that question, back in 2016. He's like, hey, could it be that I consume something and it's been staying in my body this long? And they told him, no, that's impossible. But now, because it's Jon Jones,
it's totally possible.
It is completely possible.
And it's exactly what happened. Yeah.
So,
It's all bullshit.
Exactly. I just don't. My whole theory on the whole thing is I just say fuck it. They're gonna do this shit regardless. They're just gonna try it. To me, it's just a money scheme thing. I would just say, listen, go back to the fucking Ultimate Fight. You got a cage. You got two motherfuckers want to fight. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's up to the other person to be the better guy, to get the better fucking strength. If you got to do fucking steroids, there's downfall of steroids. There's some people that are just naturally fucking badasses.
Yeah.
Then fucking you do whatever you want to do. You ain't got to worry about shit. Just, I bet you $10 to a donut, you have the best fucking fights you've had and seen in a long ass time, too.
well, look at Vitor when he was, you know.
Oh, exactly.
When he was, what is it? What do they call him?
Uber
Vitor.
Uber ring.
Yeah, well,
No, that's
that him
yeah.
too. But, you know, when Vitor was on that testosterone, he was jacked as fuck. And he was destroying people.
Yeah.
He destroyed Bisping. He destroyed Luke Rockhold. I mean, come on.
Now look at him now. He's
He did some damage.
yeah, he's on top of the dad bod trophy.
Same thing with Ubering. When he was Ubering, he destroyed Brock Lesnar with a knee.
Motherfucker had no neck.
Yeah. He was going to put that
Who's Ubering? Are you saying somebody's Ubering?
Yeah. Overing.
Yeah.
Alistair Overing.
Oh, Overeem.
Yeah.
Overeem.
But we call him Ubering when he's on
What the
steroids.
what the hell has Ubering got to do with fucking fighting?
Well, Overing, yeah, when he was on the horse meat.
You too. All right. I got focused back in. My bad.
Look at guys like Thiago Alves. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Once the testing come in, he was normally like 200 pounds jacked, cutting down to 170.
Yeah, not no more.
And now I'm not saying that he was on steroids because he never got caught.
Yeah.
He never popped. But, you know, it's...
A lot of people's body structure changed.
Yeah, even Aldo's.
Yeah.
Mijo, what could you can? You're not eating enough.
And again, I'm not saying that all these guys were because I have no evidence. I'm just, you know...
Saying chances are...
pointing out...
There's a lot of smoke.
Yeah, things that I'm seeing. That's all.
Man.
But, you know...
That's why I'm a firm believer of just fucking do whatever, man.
Look, I have no opposition to steroids as long as everybody's on the same level.
Yeah,
you know,
if you sign up for it,
if you're playing between the lines, then stay between the lines. Don't try to get an up on the other guy because he doesn't want to get caught, because he doesn't want to lose his purse.
Right,
he doesn't want to lose 2 years of his life.
Yeah,
basically.
You know.
Yep.
That's so long in fight game too.
Yeah.
2 years is so long.
Yeah.
And another thing is from you know, being associated and people I've known and seen, how steroids affect people differently. There might be one guy who can take the M, whatever the hell y'all are talking about. There's another guy, he can't take that shit. So he might have to take something else.
Yeah.
I say just fucking let them take whatever they want, give them a shot of cocaine and throw them in the fucking cage.
Well, cocaine, I don't know about that.
Take some yayo. Hey, look a little down.
Might
Here,
be
take a
fun to watch.
watch.
Hey, they'll find new sponsors.
The Coke House.
And sponsored by the Columbia Cartel.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Out of the red corner, Polarbear.
He comes out there looking skinnier than ever. Jesus Christ, bro, what are you on? He's like, the yayo.
He's got a 12-pack.
How'd you
What was
get a
your key
12-pack?
to winning? What was your key to winning, Polarbear? Well, you know, that 8-ball fucking really did the job, man.
Cocoa leaf.
That'd be funny.
Oh, shit, man.
But
nose running.
I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah, no.
No,
it's not
hell
gonna
no.
happen.
You
It's
know,
not gonna happen.
like I said, it's anything. It's all about fucking almighty dollar.
Well, now, you
How
know.
much money can that guy pull in? You know, how
I
much
thought it was funny when
beer pull in?
Under the Belt by Brendan Schwab when that one
Below the Belt.
Below the Belt by Brandon Schwab. Schwab. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anywho, he was talking to a normal guy, and he was like, yeah, the one guy, Jon Jones. I was like, so he's like your Lance Armstrong, right, for MMA?
Yeah.
So as soon as he made that kind of like comparison, I was like, oh my God.
You're right.
You mean the best guy in the world in MMA is like Lance Armstrong, who's the best guy cyclist in the world?
But his thing was safer for your body, though, because he was doing EPO.
Yeah.
Basically, you take your own blood, you freeze it, and you put it back into your body.
So you have more hemoglobin, more.
Dude, that it seems to me. You go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is that called? Blood doping?
Yeah, blood doping.
You're just taking more hemoglobin, which is like what carries oxygen, so you can work longer, right? The more oxygenated your blood is, the more like power you can put out, right? So they're like dropping a bunch of hemoglobin back into your own system along with the hemoglobin you already have. So you have this crazy oxygen transport system, which is the blood doping.
And apparently he was doing bags upon bags of this stuff because they show in the documentary that I saw, like they show like all these cyclists, you know, they were cycling in like one of the later stages and they all looked like they were fucking dying. And then you see Lance Armstrong and he's like a stone cold killer. Mm-hmm. He wasn't even breathing heavy.
He's just like,
he was just like, oh, you guys are slowing down? Okay, let me show you. And he was just like, go.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, well, he's from Texas, so yeah, he probably did say that quite a few times. Hold my beer.
Shit's funny.
Hold my Lone Star.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if Cyborg's ever going to pull that shit.
You know what? Even Cyborg hasn't popped in years.
Yeah, she hasn't. She's like,
which is kind of crazy.
She's
she has to cut.
She's probably like, listen, you need to get on with my guy. he know his shit. He know his shit, man. You know, Pop for like years.
No, years. Years. She hasn't popped. I want to say in a good 5 years. Yeah,
she's been good.
I think the last time she popped
on paper.
She popped tonight.
You don't know.
It seems to me like if they're gonna allow these guys to do anything, hey, just let them do the EPO. It's safer for them.
It's somewhat natural.
It's your own shit. It's your own blood.
Shit. Yeah.
There's no chemicals involved in it.
Then you can go those 5-round fights, man.
Yeah, you could go 10.
You can go 10, man. I don't recommend that, man. I'd say anything over 3 is nasty, man. Yeah. 3 is nasty. Even if you're the winner, bro, your body's like...
A 5-minute roll right now is nasty for me,
So now that they changed it to California, that changes the weigh-ins, doesn't it? I know they were yesterday, but they can't rehydrate in California. The same way at other places. They changed their rules.
What do you mean?
They can't rehydrate. They can't
use IVs.
Use IVs.
And IVs are banned all across.
Yeah,
but California did something different.
No.
Are you sure?
What California is trying to do now is...
That was for weight. Their weight cutting is they
limit the window?
It was hydration measuring.
Hydration based, yeah.
Yeah, so you can't go from like, you know, how they'll go...
It's basically like one championship.
Yeah. You know, it's a gradual...
You got to weigh within 5 pounds of what you weighed in the day before.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't... You know, they won't let you do like 10-pound cuts and...
Well, what they need to do is, and we've talked about this, is just move everybody up one weight class and be done with the big cuts.
Either just make more weight classes.
Dude, all they got to do is have same-day fucking weigh-ins.
That's how you do it. That'll stop it right away.
Same day weigh-ins. You fucking. I've seen people try and do that shit, and they got to fight that same day.
You get
Forget
fucked
about
up.
it.
Yeah.
They will literally tell you right there. Fuck that! I ain't fighting.
I don't think that's safe though.
Well, if you cut,
it would.
That's why it stops you from cutting it.
Yeah, for the first year is going to be rough.
Well, if you're cutting and you're not going to rehydrate in time,
that's the point. That's why it'll stop people from cutting.
Exactly.
That's the point.
They have to cut
point is
like lose weight.
Yeah, you're automatically in your natural weight class.
So it'll force you to become
so much
heavier.
Better too.
Oh yeah, the fights will look better, I think.
Yeah. So if you're walking around at 174, 175, you're not cutting to 155. No. You'll fight at
keeping your ass right at 175. 170, excuse me.
Yeah.
Keep your ass right there.
I don't know. I think they should just bump them up. Fuck it. You know, make a couple more weight classes because from 155 to 170, that's a big gap. That's 15 pounds.
Yeah.
When every other weight division is 10.
Yeah.
You know, and also the same thing with middleweight and light heavyweight from 185 to 205. That's a big jump. Put a 195 right down the middle.
Yeah, or light heavy to even heavy. You go fucking 205. You go to 206, 207, then you're unlimited to 265.
Yeah, no shit. You gotta
have it's a 206 to 265. That's
I think
that's a pretty dramatic jump.
230 to 265, which should be like the super heavyweight.
Yeah, super heavyweight. You should do light heavyweight, super heavyweight.
And then move the 205 to like a cruiserweight.
And then
call it a cruiserweight.
And then if you want to have some shits and giggles and watch, probably horrible, amazing first round fights.
Sumo weight.
Yeah, just do unlimited. Just do absolute weight.
I don't know, bro. I don't think those fights are.
I'll never fight super heavy again.
I remember that super heavy fight.
I did
Holy
that shit. I'm telling you, that's the hardest I've ever been hit in my fucking life.
He got hit by a house.
I'm 6'1". Yeah, I'm going here 274. All right, I'm good. I get hit by 340 pounds of beef. That shit was not nice, bro.
Who the fuck did you fight that was 340 pounds? Bob Sapp?
Monty Lee.
Ugh.
Yeah, he was a big fucker.
Monty Lee, I think he was a Tampa Bay Buck or some shit.
Oh.
He did the pro wrestling shit too. He fought in, what was that one in Japan that came over? Not Pride.
UFC?
The one that tried to go in after Pride was going out.
Ryzen?
Right?
Dream. Okay.
Yeah.
Dream.
Yeah, Dream had those fucking circus fights.
He just fought Middleman. He had just fought Middleman. He'd come back to the States and they were like, oh, classic small hands. Oh, that'd be a good fight for you. All right.
Every time you see small hands, bro, it just kills me.
Yeah, that'll be a good fight for you.
Yeah, that fucking guy.
So are you done? Are you done fighting?
Yeah, he's not training.
Man, I hate when anybody gets their ass. I'm like,
because I know.
Let's stretch out. Let's do this. I haven't trained in this time. I tell you what, it's going to take me 6 to 8 months just to get in shape.
Well, you better start sometime.
They're like, how long will it take you? I was like, well, I got about 6 to 8 months to I'm going to need to train just to get my ass back to where I can train. And then when I go train, I'm going to need at least a 4-month camp and then a good 2 hard camp coming out. So I'm about a year and a half out.
2 years out, yeah.
Jamie will get you ready.
They look at you like, all right.
No, he won't.
Right.
I just talked to him. He ain't getting nobody ready for shit.
No, he don't want to do it no more?
No. He's like, I'm trying to avoid it.
He's trying. Keyword is trying.
He just had a baby, though. So that's a big helpful factor.
I guarantee you, if I went over there, I said, Lobster, listen, I got to fight. I need you to train me. He's going to cuss me upside down. He's going to make me wish I never asked him, but he do.
Hey, you going over there tonight?
Yeah, you going over there?
Yeah, that's what he hit me up.
Yeah. Faux show. Yeah, I got over there. I'm about to fuck.
Cool. Well, I'll see you there.
Off again.
Wrestling. I think you're breaking up a little.
I don't feel good.
Yeah, he's breaking up.
Right.
Hey, we're going to cut you off. You're breaking up, bro.
Hey, I'm at the football camp anyway. They're all looking at me. Coming to yell out.
All right, brother. Be easy.
All right, peace, bro.
All right.
Later.
All right, brodies. I'll see y'all, man.
Bye.
Later.
The one and only Polarbear.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man.
Yeah.
Good guy. You know what's so funny is like I get these questions about my school and the name of the school. So the name of the school is Art of War Jiu-Jitsu, right?
Cheap plug.
And then everybody goes, when they ask me about it, they're like, oh, the name, it's from Sang Zhu and blah, blah, blah. I was like, actually,
that's my name.
It's from Terry Blackburn. My very first fight in Atlanta. On the paperwork as like names, like ring name, whatever, call sign. I was like, I don't have one. He was like, you're Art of War. I was like, oh yeah, Art of War. And it just followed it through the business.
Art of War, Velarde.
Nothing too crazy. But yeah, you can go the whole Sang Zhu route. We can get all philosophical and shit.
I don't know. I haven't read the book, so I wouldn't know.
No?
No. Have you read it?
Yeah, I read it, and I also read the Cliff Notes, which I like better. The practical applications of it.
Yeah, it's a hard read.
It's way better.
The original is a hard read. I did the original. I haven't done the Cliff Notes.
And I also read the Art of War for Business, and I mean,
there's been quite a few books where they've taken the actual original and the meaning behind the lessons, and they've moved them around and made them applicable for different things.
This is the hardest thing about those books, though, is like you can read it has a lot of good lessons in there, but it's the application of those lessons. That's the hard part. And then remembering the way that you would apply them. So there's been a couple instances where I've used it and, it worked in my benefit, but man, it's hard. Like any of those kind of books that were like, negotiating skills, marketing, anything to do with business, and posturing, like, these books are great, but they're only so good. If you don't apply them, it's hard.
If you read it, it just doesn't automatically make you great at it. No, you have to actually use it, practice it, and it's not easy.
And you do it in exercises. Like one of the best books that I've read, and I've mentioned this a couple times probably, is How to Win Friends and Influence People. People are like, "Oh, you need to make friends," but it has nothing to do with making friends. I mean, it does, but it doesn't.
Thanks, I'm good on friends.
Yeah. But the application of like certain things that you would typically say to what you should say to make certain things happen, that is hard. That is really, really hard. You know what I mean? So it's like, I could give you a couple examples, man, but I'd drone on for a good while. But
you have to be you have to approach it. You can't be, this is the person I am. You have to be, this is the person I need to be for this instance, for this application.
Exactly.
And it's tough because like with my friends, I'm going to be the person that I am because that's why we're friends.
Yeah.
You know, other people.
I'm going to put up a facade.
It's not that. There's a time and place. There's a time and place.
I have to do it like yesterday.
I know. I figured that out.
Yesterday I had to do it because
I had to say the word fuck, didn't you?
I've got, I had this big job going on yesterday that I had to babysit. And there's all these people. There's a group of guys who are doing this work who've never done this type of work before ever in their life. They're warehouse guys. And they're trying to do work that they've never done.
Like
so
dentist?
I have to,
Like be a dentist?
No, it was on tower related stuff, but it's just like they've never done this stuff. They've never used a crane. They've never done a pick. They've never used taglines. None of this. So I'm having to show these guys and teach them how to do this shit. So you're talking to those guys and you're giving them a different you because you're trying to get a point across. But then I'm also over here having to talk to these investors and bankers and these guys who have invested, almost $2 million into this project that, we're getting ready to fly through the air 70 feet. And people are freaking out because nobody's ever lifted something that weighed this much, cost this much. They've never used a crane. So in their minds, it's, a horrible scenario to see, $2 million floating in the air because it's going to fall. And, if they set it down too hard, it's going to destroy it. Just calm down. It's fine. But so you have to be those two different people, but in the same time. And it's hard because I'm talking to these guys going, hey, don't fucking do that. You're going to get hurt, and then we're going to have to shut the whole job down and you talk to them different. Then you got to talk to an investor different because he's, in his penny loafers and his nice suit and he's
not from that cut.
He's not from that cut. He's not that guy. You tell him, hey, I need you to wear a hard hat. And they're like, oh, what? Yeah. It's like,
motherfucker, a hat.
That's hard.
But make sure that it's hard.
Yeah.
So if some shit falls on your head.
It was hilarious too because I told the guy, I was like, look, you can't walk in there without a hard hat. And he's like, okay. Does anybody have a hard hat? And it's like, I got mine. You're not using mine. Fuck off. Sorry.
I got one hat.
Yeah.
Well, I got two hats.
So
this is the one I'm protecting.
So he gets one of the cronies. He's like, hey, come here, helpers. Hey, come here. Hands him some money. Hey, go get me a hard hat. Guy's like, what? Fuck? He's like, yeah, no, go get me a hard hat.
So back onto the application. So what I found is if you're reading these kind of books, that one specific chapter, you have to find a scenario or create a scenario where you would apply that day.
Yeah. So that way it builds basically the muscle memory on how to use it.
Basically, yeah. So that's like kind of the crazy thing.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. It's a shit ton of work.
It is.
And this is the thing, so people go to school for college degrees and all this stuff, and they don't know how to apply anything they learn. They don't know how to do it. So you have to actually take that. You have to find scenarios or create scenarios and then apply it to that. So if you're going to college and you really want to get the most out of college, air quotes, you need to create the scenario to where you use that.
Well, they have safe rooms now, so they're not going to apply shit.
Well, they do the same thing with Tyler's school. So Tyler's school in the morning, they do mainly the education part. They're teaching them the lesson of that day. After lunch, they're using the lesson of the day in applications, scenarios.
Kind of like jujitsu.
Kind of, yeah.
That's exactly it.
You're drilling it in the first part. You're using it in the second part. So then that way it helps him and it helps the kids actually retain the information because they used it repeatedly while it was still fresh. So it's a different way of thinking from school because Tegan's school, it's just information. Test.
Now pass the test.
Pump and dump.
Yeah, that's all it is. So, yeah.
That sounds like a shitty way of going through life, through school.
It is.
It is. And that's why none of these kids, when they come out, they know anything.
Failure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, later in life.
Yeah. College sets them up for failure.
I mean,
does.
even ourselves. I mean, when you went to school, what the fuck are you doing today with what you learn in school?
The most useful thing I learned in school was how to type. Literally.
That
the
is,
most useful thing.
honest to God, that is probably one of the most useful things you can learn nowadays is typing.
I use every day 6th grade math.
Yes. Basic math.
That's it.
Yep.
With your phone or calculator?
No, with my computer.
No.
I run numbers all day.
I'm just saying, you're not doing it on, they always said growing up, you're never going to have a calculator on hand. Really?
Shit. I've got one all the time.
I got one all the time.
Whether I want it or not.
Yeah, but see, you're using 6th grade math, but you're working in Excel, so you're building formulas and stuff.
Oh, I build the formulas, and all I have to do is just punch those numbers, and it'll give me the result that I want.
Yeah.
And that's it.
But you're not using 12th grade math. You're not using all this.
I'm not using algebra. I'm not using geometry. I mean, fuck. I hated geometry.
Oh,
I mean, I aced it because I took it a second time.
but see, here's the thing. and me and Dad have talked about this a lot. I've talked about it with other people. Some people agree, some people don't. But okay, so if you've got, say you've got 2 kids, and you're teaching them both geometry. One kid absolutely hates geometry. Fucking hates it, but is grinding through it because he has to. The other kid loves geometry, is digging the shit out of it. Okay, well, why don't you take that kid that's his niche, he's found this is something I like. You let him expand on that. This kid that fucking hates it, that doesn't get it, and it's just because not everybody thinks the same way. Your brain, you just don't look at issues the same way. Find something else for him. Find a different avenue for him to help him keep going further. But they don't. They go, no, you may enjoy this and you may hate this, but we're both going to put you in a medium.
We're going to put you in the box.
Yeah. You're both going to hate it because you're not getting to expand what you want to. And we're forcing you to come up, It's stupid.
It's funny that you mentioned like that. I saw this old clip that Gary V put out, and he was explaining the same
talking about
situation.
Vaynerchuk?
But Gary Vaynerchuk. So like he in school, like, he's obviously multi-millionaire and stuff like, and he in school there, which he quit apparently.
Smart man.
Yeah, they were talking, all this teachers and shit were talking shit like, oh, you're never gonna be nothing if you don't know how to do this math or you don't know how to do this or do that. Da, da, da. He's like,
okay, bro.
He's like, okay, well, obviously you don't know the fuck you're talking about because look at me now. You know what I mean? You just have to like build on those kids' strengths. So I think that's another thing too, why a lot of parents are kind of going to homeschooling because they'll get through the things they need to do to mark the check boxes, but they can also like put more time development into things that's really going to make that child more successful.
Well, I wish that when I was growing up, they had some of the programs that they have now, because now you can go into like visual arts, for creative people that want to like eventually like film or do Photoshop or whatever.
They do, but they don't. It's because Tegan did that. They do. But the problem is like, okay, back when I was in school, you had magnet schools. Mm-hmm. Okay, there was like 3 in Jacksonville.
Okay.
I don't know what a magnet school is.
A magnet school is, so you've got a standard school.
It's like a specialized school.
Like a tech school?
Kind of, but it's like, okay, this school is a magnet school for art. This school is a magnet school for music.
Okay, so like
more specialized.
They specialized schools. Okay. Yeah. But they'll get credits to graduate and get a diploma.
Yeah, it focuses the kid's attention, what the kid's really good at and what he really enjoys. They kind of focus him that way and let him expand it.
Okay.
Well, when there were 3, 4, 5 of them, they meant something. They were good. Well, now every fucking school in Duval County is some sort of magnet school. So you've just watered it down. It's nothing.
Tegan did.
Tegan did visual arts in school. 1 semester. That's it. 1 semester. She learned not even basic. So, but to go into visual arts, never taking a computer class. Okay, well, you're using a fucking computer in visual arts, but you never took they never offered the prereq to even understand how to use Windows.
That's dumb.
That's exactly. So you spent half of your semester just trying to learn how to use a fucking computer, to then the last half of the semester learning not even basic visual shit.
Well, it's like, we were talking about, images and vector files and all that stuff. And lately I've been feeling creative. I want to do stuff. I want to create stuff. Mm-hmm. I want to film. I want to create images, whatever. And I'm finding myself, man, I don't know as much as I need to know in order to make this particular creation as good as I want it to be. Meaning, talking about the vectorizing of the images.
Mm-hmm.
So my education, because I hold a 9 to 5, and I really don't want to go back to school.
No.
Just to learn Photoshop.
Well, and it's tough being an adult with a career and shit like that to try to go back to school.
Yeah. So I'm having to like teach myself through the internet, but that's something that interests me, that holds my attention. I can spend hours designing stuff and looking ways to do something, and it doesn't feel like, like a burden, like what school was to me.
Well, check this out. I got something for you, because I did go to school for digital media and graphic arts and stuff. Yeah. So I was like, I want to do that when I got out of the military. And then I was like, I just don't have enough time. So anyways, but lynda.com.
What?
Lynda.com.
Linda?
Lynda. Look up lynda.com. It's basically like for graphic arts and stuff like that you want to do. Mm-hmm. They'll have tutorials on how to do all of it. I think it's like a monthly fee that you pay or whatever, but it'll explain to you tutorial wise how to do it. So you're like, well, I want to do this kind of style design. And they're like, all right, well, we have this whole section on that and how to do it. So it'll teach you AI, Photoshop. It'll teach you darkroom. It'll teach you all that stuff that you need to know and different, so maybe that might help you a little bit there.
Well, cool. I'll
just pull it up.
I'll check it out for sure.
It's Lynda.
Well, it's still Linda.
Yeah, lynda.com.
Just saying.
Listen, Linda.
I typed in Linda and it gave me Linda.
Linda.
Sorry.
It's Linda.
Listen, it's Linda, motherfucker. Call me sir one more time.
Oh, God.
It's ma'am.
I saw that video.
Oh, my God. That was
Call me sir one more time.
That motherfucker kicked like a stand-up video game.
Oh, my God. He's like, boo. He's like, take me outside.
It's like, bro, did you realize that you sound like a dude?
You can't call him bro, though.
Okay,
you can't
so
call him bro.
listen,
You just misgendered him.
Look,
stop.
sister.
Let's break
You sound like a bro.
Let's break this down. There was a video that was put out, and it was this guy who was cross-dresser or trans or whatever.
No, he identified as a female.
He definitely identified as a female.
It's ma'am.
And he was at a store, and the gentleman behind the counter, young kid, he was like, excuse me, sir, he said something. He was like, it's ma'am. And he was like, I apologize. And this guy starts going off. He's like, you called me sir. He's like, I just said, hey, you guys, as in general, like, please step back or whatever the deal was. And then he starts going off on this kid. And this lady's like, excuse me, sir. You need to calm down. And he's like, my name is ma'am. I'm not sir. He starts going off on this lady. She was like, I could call the police if you would like to. And then he starts going off on this other guy again because he said sir one more time. He was like, motherfucker. And then he like kicks the thing on the way out. And I'm telling you, this guy, look.
He came back.
Did he come back?
Yeah. He wasn't done.
Oh, no.
Oh, I only saw that small clip.
Give me your corporate number. You call me sir. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up.
Was that another video that popped up?
No, it was the same one.
The bad thing is, though, is I know the company. I worked for the company. That kid worked for it. Yep.
GameStop, whatever.
GameStop.
Yeah.
And if said person will just,
the dude.
If he calls corporate and talks it, the kid's fired.
But check it out. That video hopefully helps his case because he was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't.
It will not.
Because how is he supposed to know, man?
Doesn't matter.
You're a dude.
Well, guess what? I would have lost my job right there and there because I would have whipped his ass.
Yeah, because he told him, he said, you want to go outside and we'll handle this?
Oh,
and
motherfucker, let's go. Let's go.
I'd be like, I don't hit women.
Listen, if he gets fired, that kid has definitely a suit because that was some bullshit.
You'd be surprised, man.
I think you'd be surprised.
You're probably right. You're probably right. Yeah, look into that, dude.
Look into it.
Because dude, trust me, they would let people go. Okay, so back when I was there, it was when they first launched their magazine. They had a Game Informer magazine.
No. Which they sucker you into.
They sucker you into it with your membership,
you.
This, that. But you had
so aggressive.
You had to
calm down, ma'am.
You had to hit a certain number weekly. And if you didn't, they would let you go. Plain and simple.
There's the cells there.
Yeah. So a lot of times what you ended up doing is you just end up creating phantom accounts to, if you were like, 4 shy, all right, cool. Well, we'll just create 4 phantom accounts, get those 4 subscriptions. Boom. Here you go. I made my numbers. And you would do that. You'd do that. You toss it back and forth between, the people there. Hey, let me sign you up. Let me sign you up. I'll sign you up and you can sign me up, email back and just to make numbers, because literally our DM would come in and he'd be like, hey, you guys' numbers are way down. It's like, yeah, nobody's coming in the store. You know, we had our profit for the day was $70. You know, we sold 2 games today. So that means 2 people came into the store. Yeah, but I need y'all to get those subscription numbers up. Motherfucker. Fuck
2 people came into the store.
But that's
What
the
is
thing,
it
though.
that
Listen,
you're not getting?
People are now
Look,
downloading
Lombard.
directly offline. They're not going in and buying the physical game anymore.
No, that's the thing. I'm the opposite. I'm that guy. I go and buy the physical game.
What I'm saying is people now are just downloading offline.
Yeah.
They're not going in and buying the physical game. And another thing too is, or they're buying it off Amazon.
Yeah.
If they get the physical game, they just get it off Amazon cheaper.
Yeah. You don't get hounded. And plus, you know, a lot of times, you know, everybody's like, oh, but if you buy the physical game, you can get your trade-in credit. Motherfucker, they're going to give you literally
$3.
Get out of here.
Yeah. You know what? I'll keep it. I might want to come back to it and play it again one day.
Exactly.
You know?
Oh, back in my day, this is what I had to play with.
Yeah.
Before y'all had
But
those fancy Oculus.
I feel so bad for this because, man, literally, I feel working that job taught me a few things. One, I hate Christmas. Fucking hate it. Holidays, I hate it.
Shit.
Me too.
Amanda's gotten me a little better there for many years. I despised fucking Christmas music. I mean, vomit the.
And now you have Alexa.
Well, not only Amanda loves it. She loves old Christmas music, the classical, you know, stuff like that.
Baby's cold outside.
Baby, it's cold outside. Elvis Presley's Christmas, stuff like that. She loves that classical Christmas.
Mariah Carey's Christmas.
No, she's more
You know,
classic.
I like
So
those.
if you listen to Baby It's Cold Outside, you support
You support rape culture.
rape culture, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, eat a bag of dicks. But so she's gotten me a little better about getting, but that job, it just shows you.
Hold that
it's
thought.
What?
Whoever that was with the comment, you see the number. We can't read the comments that fast. Give us a call. Continue.
But it made me really just learn to dislike people
Oh, bro.
because of
The
way.
older I get,
Well,
that's
not
me.
Not just that. It was the amazing how demeaning somebody would talk to you, and the only difference is they're on that side of the counter.
Yeah.
That's it.
If you weren't on the other side and you were just a customer like they were, I bet you their ass wouldn't be talking to you like that.
No. Because I had a guy literally threaten to kick my ass because he wanted to return his Madden game.
Yeah.
So open up the Madden game, pop it open. It looks like he drug it down the fucking street behind a truck. Okay. I mean, it scratched all the motherfucking shit. And I'm like,
I only played it once.
Yeah, only played it once. I don't have my receipt. I'm like, sorry, bro, can't do it. I'll kick your fucking ass. I'm like, all right, well, I'm at lunch in 15 minutes. I'll meet you in the hallway here at fucking Regency Mall. Kick my ass. And it's like, what? You can't talk to me like that. Motherfucker, I just did. What you gonna do? And the manager, luckily our manager was pretty cool about it. He was like, hey, you threatened him. He's just defending himself. Y'all more, he could clock out now and go to that hallway.
I'll oblige you.
Yeah. I was like, motherfucker, step. Let's do it. Over a Madden game. Seriously, you want to do this?
I will hit you with the cash register, motherfucker.
I will take this POS and break it over your fucking head. You know? But then once you approach them, they're like, dude, I'm just trying to return the game. I'm like, I'm just trying to explain to you. I
Fuck you.
can't. Sorry. You know, next story.
Yeah.
But it's like just so many people can talk to you like that and they think they can get away with it because you work in sales.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck
They
all you
They can
people.
get away with that.
It's like,
just
motherfucker,
anyways.
you think
what are you
they-
going to do? Hit me? I'm like, well, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, you think I'm gonna make a
Catch
career?
me on the wrong day, shit
You
can
think I'm
happen.
gonna make a career out of selling video games?
No.
Unless I'm creating them, I'm not gonna make any money.
No, fuck you.
So let's go. Hey,
Yeah.
food court's right there.
Let's do this. So
I'll meet you by Taco Bell.
Right?
Shit's about to go down.
I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna get a fucking pizza, a little slice of pizza,
From
then I'm gonna go
Sbarro,
to,
yeah.
and then I'm gonna go to Tilt.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass.
The arcade, yeah. That was back in the day, man.
Fuck yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was way back.
Hold
Back
on.
when the mall cops are like, they're like, hey, we're just observing and reporting.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I used to work at the mall too. I used to work at it was a t-shirt store. It's called Top This.
Yeah.
Down by close to Sears, and I knew all the security guards.
Oh yeah, shit. They
Man,
used to come into my store and
Bro,
play
they
the
were-
fucking demos.
They
all
were
the time.
funny as fuck too.
I worked in the mall once. I worked in a place that sold pots and pans.
No shit.
Yeah.
Really?
I sold like
You
those
smoke any
fucking
of those pots?
32 piece sets. I was trying to sling those motherfuckers all
Oh
the time.
god.
There were people come in and like, hey, bro. I was like, oh, have you tried our Oxy Grip? Like older people. I was like, Because they're like, oh, my hands, my can open.
It's more
like,
arrogant.
Have we tried our new Oxy Grip? Man, they work great with people with arthritis in their hands. They're like, oh, I sold the shit out of those.
They're copper, so it's like the Tommy Copper plate.
Yeah.
This motherfucker was selling wolf tickets.
I sold the shit out of these big, expensive fucking pots and pans and shit like that. People come in, they're like, yeah, they bring little 6-piece. I was like, oh man, you know what? For the price, really, you should get that 32 piece because you get this is how much you actually really save. And to be honest, if you have equipment now, this is going to just top that, and you can go ahead and sell that.
Yep.
On the
And out of those 32 pieces, you use 6.
Take a guess how much I paid for my pots and pans like 10 years ago.
$39.
How much?
Add some zeros to that.
but it's been 10 years, right?
$3,500.
Get the fuck out of here.
What?
These pans. So I was supposed to
I
sell
never
them.
got anybody like that.
I was supposed to be like selling
that
them,
good.
going door to door.
Somebody got suckered. Somebody
And
got a
I
commission.
Didn't do that. So I had to keep the pots.
Oh,
I
so
had
you
to
had to
pay them
buy.
on a loan.
You got pyramid schemed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sucker.
But they have lifetime warranties and they still look almost brand new.
Now, the great thing I love about those lifetime warranties, though, because with the pyramid scheme is, they do have a lifetime warranty
Until the company folds.
but the company's gone.
Yeah, I don't even know
So you
if
got nowhere to
it's
go.
still around. I have no idea, but I've never had any problems with these pans. They are.
You know some of the best pans I have? Literally, because Dad bought Amanda a nice pair of copper clad pans. I mean, they're
He's about the copper, man.
dude. I mean, they're badass. They look badass.
What you don't know is the even heat, bro.
Oh yeah, but she hates them.
Heat.
She hates them. The fucking pots and
Sticky
pans.
as fuck.
The pots and pans, or not that she hates them. She's learned to get better with them. But when she first got them,
They are different. They're a learning curve.
They are a learning curve. But the fucking pots and pans that I've gotten from Costco for a fraction of the price have worked wonders. They're amazing.
Man, who knew me working at
you know
the
your
hospital
dad
supposed
listens to
kiss
this, right? He's probably going to be
Oh,
heartbroken.
Dad's already. I told Dad. I was like, dude, she doesn't like this pants. She's had a hard time with them.
Sorry, Papa Sharon.
But the thing is this was like 2.5 years ago. The learning curve's gotten better. She uses 3 of them now. The small skillet doesn't work.
And it was a 64-piece.
Yeah.
I don't know how many pieces mine were, but
Well, it's just like I remember
Whatever it was like $800 a pan.
right.
I didn't keep track.
Dude, I remember way back in the day, my real mother and stepfather, they got taken for a ride with the Kirby vacuums.
Oh yeah.
The fucking person came in the house and did the whole spiel.
Did the 50 strokes, whatever, 100 strokes.
And they bought this fucking vacuum cleaner for over $3,000. This fucking Kirby vacuum cleaner. Now, granted, this thing had a badass motor on it. It was great. Problem was, it ate the fucking carpet. It literally started snatching the carpet up as you vacuumed it.
This thing will give you hardwood floors.
It basically did. It gave them hardwood floors. It stripped the fucking carpet in multiple spots in the house or in the trailer because they lived in a trailer.
You can't put a Chevy V8 in a vacuum.
That's why I stripped it.
It was not good carpet, but it was literally pulling
good
the
vacuum,
pile.
Shitty carpet equals hardwood floors.
Hardwood floors. And hardwood floors in a trailer are just plywood.
What about the
What
about the Floby? You guys remember the Floby?
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, I think one of my friend's mom cut my hair way back in the day with a
What
Floby.
hair?
That hair.
What's a floaty?
A Floby was the haircut that you hooked to the vacuum cleaner, and you ran it over your hair, and
it would suck it.
It would suck it all up.
It had these attachments that would cut your
You
hair.
could do the fade on the side.
Oh my god! You could feather your hair. I'm like, get the fuck out of
I've
here.
never seen that.
Oh my god! It was
Look
the
it
best
up.
thing.
It's hilarious.
Best thing in the world.
No
Dude,
mas.
back in those days,
you could give yourself the Aniston if you want to.
yeah.
What's that?
Jennifer Aniston.
You know where all your hair's the same length in the back. You just and it cuts it all at that thing.
Why not just put my hair in a ponytail and cut it?
I mean, you could do that if
Listen,
you want.
she doesn't care that much
I
about
know.
herself.
I don't.
Okay.
Do you see me?
All right. No, I see you.
It's pretty obvious.
Fuck you.
Do you see me? Yeah, man. God, those are back in the day, man. There was 1,000 things on TV that were old gimmicky selling shit. Floby,
The Ginsu Ninja.
yeah. Oh man, you could cut a Coke can,
ShamWow.
and then a tomato.
OxyClean.
ShamWow guy, he went a fucking dark route.
He dead.
Yeah, I think he is dead, but I remember he got busted with like fucking
Cocaine
hookers
hookers,
and
yeah.
shit like that.
Well, Billy Mays from OxyClean is dead too.
Yeah, he had a heart attack on a plane.
Well,
or an aneurysm.
I thought he was like a cocaine overdose.
I thought it was a drug overdose.
No.
Drug-induced heart attack.
No, it was
Probably.
he died on a plane.
He was on that Jon Jones diet.
Hey man, there's a lot of people on that shit.
Sponsored by Yayo.
Colombian cartel.
Sponsored by Coco.
Beef.
Woo! Coco
Yeah, I wonder
leaf.
how much coke that motherfucker did in life.
Who's that?
Billy Mays?
Ric Flair.
Oh,
Jesus.
I don't know. Let's ask his son.
Yeah.
Let's call Clayton.
Oh god.
Oh, shit.
That poor kid.
Why?
Why is he a poor kid?
I know. He's having the best.
Great kid.
That
No.
motherfucker's living his best life right now.
I know he is.
He is living his
He
best
is.
life right now.
That's why I love hearing his stories because I get to hear about the shit that I could have never fucking done growing up. You know.
Clayton walks into a room and all you hear is. That's what you hear when Clayton walks in.
Loving it.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. I ain't mad at him.
What the fuck was that?
Fucking hiccup.
She got something going on.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Jeez, you know that happens
What the fuck was that?
every day.
Fucking hiccup.
Yeah.
Every day we're hiccuping.
Anybody else got anything else before we go?
Well, that's pretty much about it for me,
I had
man.
I had
Rash guards.
something I wanted to ask and I cannot remember what it was. And I
It was
forgot to write
probably
it
a
down.
lie.
Yeah, probably.
Sherry, anything
What?
else you want to add?
No.
Any 5Ks coming up?
I'm looking at a few.
Yeah?
Yeah,
How's training going at your new,
Your new friend's place.
where with your new friends?
it's good.
With your new girlfriend?
With your new friends. New people you like to hang out.
I actually
Girlfriend.
get to move. I don't get
She doesn't get squashed.
Okay. Well, that's good.
So it's going good?
Yeah.
You're feeling good? Getting
Yeah.
your confidence back?
getting there.
Getting ready to kill some people?
Getting there. My defense is on.
Well, you're welcome.
I can't say thank you because I couldn't fucking move.
Better defense.
Yeah. That give you a better defense. So, again, you're welcome. Chris, anything else you want to add?
Nah, man, I hope everybody had a good. Oh, yeah, we didn't even touch on holidays. That was.
Merry
Fuck
Christmas.
the holidays.
I know. It was. Okay. Did you have a good one, Art, at least?
Yeah, it was okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounded real
Yeah,
good.
right.
Yeah. Sounded like it was spectacular.
None of you fuckos showed up. I even offered, y'all.
I know.
dinner and stuff.
I gotta go see fam,
I
bro. I'm not. Trust me, I would love to come and eat Amanda's food because she's a great cook.
Oh, she went all out.
But also,
It's such a hassle being gluten free. I hate going places and
what you eat a cardboard turkey?
feeling like. No, I had ham.
No, okay.
I did have some good food. It's just I feel like I'm a hassle.
Yeah.
Well,
There was okay. There's no gluten in potatoes. There's no gluten in turkey.
No, if they use potatoes, but you never know if they use fluffed potatoes, boxed potatoes. There's gluten
You
in
think
gravy,
you
so I
think
made
my
my
wife
own.
would use fucking fluffed potatoes?
No,
Maybe.
she wouldn't.
You think she's not making me down there to fucking skin potatoes and cube them up so she can make legit fucking mashed potatoes?
And I had some good ham and some mashed potatoes and
Well, we had a good little dinner.
something.
Oh,
I don't know what else I had.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sure.
Yeah.
I had rice and peas.
Now-
Arroz con gandules. That's for you, my Puerto Rican peoples.
Now, I
You know
will
what
say I'm fucking jealous because you didn't post any Puerto Rican Christmas dinner pictures,
No.
but a friend of ours did. Nelson posted some pictures from his family dinner, and then our friend Erica posted Puerto Rican Christmas dinner. I'm about that. That's a Christmas dinner I want to go and partake in.
Well, maybe next year you guys can come over.
That shit looked delicious.
I'll invite you guys so you guys can have some of that Puerto Rican
Dude,
good stuff.
I was happy. I was like, man, those pictures look good.
Yeah, I'm not. I used to post them, but we all eat the same shit. It's either ham or turkey.
Basically.
So, it is what it is.
It is what it is. All right. That's all I had.
All right. Well, anything you guys want to plug? Any events? Any promotions that you want to advertise for your,
we're going to be doing a volunteer event this next month at a local animal shelter. We're going to be building out 2 recessed pools and creating some shade spots for these animals. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and contact me. You can hit me up on any of the social medias. And
Is this who I think it's for?
yeah.
Amanda's mad at them.
Well, I don't know who you think it's for then. So
It's for Pit Sisters?
no.
Oh, who is it for then?
It don't matter. We'll talk to you about it later.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you
Well,
guys,
actually, we can advertise it if you want.
yeah, no, I'll get more details out there. But if you're interested in that, let me know. We're setting it up for a Sunday this next weekend, and we'll get you guys taken care of.
Sherry, are we good?
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So next week we'll be back. We will have 2 episodes because I will be a guest on the Nest podcast,
Cool.
and we're basically going to do a swapcast. So
Okay.
next week we'll post our episode and their episode because I'll be on it. So.
Nice.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for your support. We appreciate you listening and downloading our nonsense. And we'll catch you next week. Peace.
Thanks.